everybody, hope you're well. This this Bitcoin analysis is proudly sponsored by AAX Exchange. Go and open up an account, because I tell you what, right now I'm going to be running a 4-part series teaching my crypto cradle trading course. So if you want to get into that, you'll need to go and get yourself an account and follow them on their socials. Twitter's where you can find the links for all of that. Fantastic platform doing some big things. So Bitcoin, let us have a look. I want to do an analysis here, a full breakdown of Bitcoin, and it starts with the weekly. Now, if you're in my Trader Cobb community, which is where the like-minded traders hang out and we trade together, put ideas out, that sort of thing, you would have known that you would have seen my buy-in points. Or even if you follow me, I've got a Trader Cobb community group on Facebook now. Go check that out. I put in my buy orders. I took some profits on a DeFi project last week on Friday, and had a bit of money. I had a bit of USDT, one of them, and staggered my orders 10,550, 10,150, and 10,050 as buying points. And you can see why. A really nice pullback into that Cradle Zone. Now, of course, you see me all the time talking of the Cradle Zone. Little pullback here. This is just a beautiful pullback. The reason I started to load my orders up, was it Friday night, or it might have been Thursday night actually. What day was that? That was the 3rd of September. Today's the 7th. Yeah, so I must have closed out on Thursday, bought back on Friday. Once we broke down through this support, I could see us having a decent fall. That's exactly what happened. Pretty happy with that. I'm pretty in tune with the markets at the moment. And so I raised my orders that night, woke up the next morning to see that they'd all been filled. Now, if I look at this in a weekly view, it's just a great trend. Look at this, higher low, higher high, pulling back. It's a 12.5% pullback, nothing huge. Right smack bang in that Cradle Zone. Look at this beautiful convergence. And if I go to the 2-day, oh sorry, I don't need to go to the 2-day. If I go to the 1 month, I don't think that's going to show me anything. Well, it does, as a matter of fact. It's actually back in the cradle. Don't have that 20-day in there. If I show it to you on this contract, you'll see that we are getting back into that zone. Now, one of the things that it does remind me of a little bit is if I just go back to here and then throw this up, yeah, the weekly's fine. I started buying Bitcoin in July of 2017. I had a proper order in on a pullback. So I was buying it up through here, but I was looking to buy a bigger wedge of it if I got a pullback. And I can remember copping a lot of flack for that. You don't know what you're talking about, you traditional market traders, blah, 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 blah. I was calling 3,000. Well, I staggered my orders just the same way as I did this time, and I got my fills, and the next morning we were up. Have a look at the daily. It went, boo, big move straight back up. Now, it's got that same vibe, that same feel. It's the same sort of pullback. It's very clean, very neat, and it's in an uptrend. Same as what we've got here. Let's fast forward to today, and again you can see, oops, let me just get rid of that. You can see here, this is the BitMEX chart. Resistance here. Now, I'm not too concerned about that because I'm not trading on BitMEX, I'm trading it on FTX, and you can see there's a 10,000 level roughly in around this region. Bit of resistance, not a huge amount, it's more around that $10,000 mark, and you can see we do have an uptrend in motion. Now, I'll jump down to the daily. You can see down here we've had 1, 2, 3, this is our 4th day. We've not done a great deal. Yes, we've had some volatility up and down, and you can see here on the 4-hour, it's actually quite a mess. It's not tradable to me, it's spiky, it's hitting 10, it's coming back, it's hitting 10, it's coming back. But again, on this daily, I want to see a bounce from here. It's right in such a great spot. And I use the weekly for 2 things. One, for my investing, because I invest as well. And look, you might think, oh, it's all about fundamentals when you invest. It's not. You can use technicals as well. That's how I manage my portfolio. That's how I caught some Tron, Ethereum, Cardano, Link, some of the biggest movers. Lend as well, of the year so far. It's just purely through charts. But you can see here, it's in a really, really nice place. Combine that with the fact that we've also, just like in 2017, got a bit of Fibonacci. It's not exactly, it's not a perfect overlay, but you can see we are in the right area. This is the area for which I want to see Bitcoin climb from, because it will give the trend so much more strength than if it had just climbed. Now, you might be wondering, well, how on earth can you have more strength if it was pulling back? It gives us more slingshot. If we kept going higher, then for me, the certainty of a continuation, well, there's always that delay on the pullback, that thought of, will we pull back? Now, I've been talking about the pullback, and you can go back through some of these videos here if you like, and on my podcast, You can go through it. I've been talking about the reality of this for quite some time, and you're saying 10.5 down to 10,000 is definitely on the cards. Or when I say definitely on the cards, the on the cards part means it might not happen, but it's on the cards. There is a high probability of that occurring for this trend to remain strong. Now, it could all change, and the only time that it will all change, if it all changes, if it breaks down through this region here. Why? Because then we'll have a higher high and a lower low. What I'm looking at right here is the potential for Bitcoin to get a bit ugly through here. You know, it might get a bit messy. It's holding 10 grand. Will it hold 10 grand? I don't know. The chart on Bitcoin right now is not a chart that I'm looking to be actively trading with margin. It's a chart that I'm keeping an eye on. I'll be working these lower time frames, looking to see for any trend changes. That would be a higher low, then a higher high. Now that may come with another move down, testing 10,000, and then a push back up above this potential higher low here. So this potential point here, which could be the point at which we have a higher high. So retest of 10,000 in a perfect world. We go back down, clear higher low, we come back up, we break the high of that candle, and then I move to the lower time frames looking for opportunities to be trading. So I just wanted to give you a bit of an in-depth analysis on Bitcoin, what I'm looking at. I'm certainly not concerned at all at this point in time. I've got perspective. I've been waiting for this for quite some time. I've got all the levels right so far. Doesn't mean I'll get this one right, but I'm confident. All I can do is trade probabilities. That's how I've built my career over 15 years. You're going to be wrong often. It's part of it. But you've got to have some skin in the game, and I do. Guys, have a great day. I look forward to speaking to you all again very, very soon. And jump onto that AAX platform so you can get that Crypto Cradle trading strategy. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.